What is the masculine heart? Hey, I'm Paul Cropper and welcome to my channel, where our goal is to help you thrive in your heart, in your mind, and in your body. Oftentimes when I talk about the masculine heart, the response I get is, I've never heard those two words go together at all. So I want to break it down for you and share a little bit about what the masculine heart really is and why that's important to you. So stay tuned and please subscribe and like this video and share it so people can understand more about the masculine heart. What is the masculine heart? Let's take a couple steps back and let's first define masculine and then the heart. We'll talk about the masculine heart. So first, what is masculine? Well, I was walking into a old coffee shop outside of Seattle and they had a 1965 New World Webster's Dictionary. I opened it up and I read the definition for masculine, and I want to share the first two definitions with you. And I'm going to share you two more. The first definition for masculine is simply male of boy or man. So the first one is completely objective. First definition for masculine equals male. The objective definition. The second definition has a lot more weight to it, is the traditional definition. That which is traditionally ascribed to the male or boys or men. Now the traditional definition has a lot more to it. In my perspective, the traditional definition is the culmination of all of our history and our culture and experiences, and that giving kind of an external kind of view of what is masculinity. What is the masculine? This is the traditional masculine definition. And what this does to us is, it has some usefulness. As a boy, when I think, oh, what's masculine? It gives me some ideas. Oh, this is how I'm supposed to act. I'm a boy, I'm male. This is what the traditional masculine does for us as a culture, as a society. And that changes throughout time, right? Masculinity 100 years ago can be very different than masculinity right now. One little example, 100 years ago, the color pink was used for boys because red was seen as the masculine color, so pink was a little bit softer, used for boys. And blues was used for girls. We don't see that way at all. Like, if it's a boy, the balloon's gonna be blue, right? So masculinity can change. That's just one example, and there's so many. You go to India, masculinity is different. It feels different. Their ideas, and this has changed throughout time. So this is the traditional masculine. It's this maybe external idea of what masculinity looks like. So I want to give you two more definitions, offer two more. The third definition I want to offer is the authentic masculine definition. And I offer this because it's a little bit more related to that subjective masculine equals male. The third definition, the authentic masculine. This is the authentic experience of the male. Authentically what is going on within. It is not externally what it looks like, it's authentically everything that's going on inside of a male. Now there's some usefulness to that. The third definition is the mature masculine. And I would say this is an evolved masculinity, as we truly are authentic about everything, and then we mature those emotions, those states within us. These definitions are really valuable. Traditional masculinity won't really lead to mature masculinity all the time, because traditional masculinity this external thing teaches me to act a certain way, and then I suppress things so I can act that way. Most men have been suppressing something, different emotions of some kind, and that's not completely authentic, right? So traditional masculinity, it can make good values, and it can make good soldiers, you know, but it is not completely authentic. The authentic masculine needs to come in and it's like, oh, I'm going to be completely authentic about everything that's going on. Now, the authentic masculine isn't necessarily enough. I may be authentically a dick, you know? So I need to be aware of that. I do need to be authentic about, you know, those things inside. And then the mature is, okay, I'm going to be aware of that, and then I'm going to mature it. I'm going to, with my awareness and with my understanding of what I want to be, I'm going to cultivate mature masculinity. So those are the 4 definitions of masculinity. Okay. So now let's go into this question of what is the heart? The heart. I wish I could distill just mounds and mounds of research and evidence into a little concise thing for you to understand. So I'm going to try. And we'll go to 3 things for the heart. First, the heart, it is physical and tangible. So the heart, the physical, tangible definition, that starts with the organ that is the heart. The organ that's the heart does a lot more than just pump blood. The organ that's the heart stores memories and has, it's actually part of the endocrine system. It creates a lot of your feel-good hormones. Like a large percentage, significant percentage of your serotonin and other feel-good hormones are actually created in the heart. And your heart tells your brain what's going on by creating hormones at times. Your brain can also create hormones and send them down. And your gut can create hormones and send them to your body. So we have many sources of information in the body, but the heart is literally one of them physically, right? So the heart also sends, electrical communication throughout the whole body. Being the part of your central nervous system, there's significant neurological connection from the heart to the brain, and that information actually goes both ways. There's more and more evidence. If you want the evidence for this kind of thing, look up the Heart Math Institute. They even have a free PDF you can read. You can look at all of the studies, and they've a massive book, lots of evidence. But the heart has this physical aspect that is very real. Part of this physical aspect is the neurons in your heart literally store memories. Evidence of people having a heart transplant and remembering things from the person they got the heart from. So this physical, tangible aspect of the heart is really profound. I want to talk next about the intangible aspect of the heart. It's still physics though. When I say the intangible aspect of the heart, it's the aspect that you can't necessarily touch, but it's still there. What do I mean by that? Well, your heart, actually your whole body, creates an electromagnetic field. Your heart just so happens that it moves the most charged particles, and it's burning the most energy consistently. So your heart creates a very significant electromagnetic field around your body, okay? And this is the intangible part of your heart, part of you, okay? And it's beautiful. One of the things that that our cell phones do is they unlock this understanding that the intangible world literally relays information. So your cell phone is relaying information, from the World Wide Web, from the person you're talking to, through photons of light, through an electromagnetic field. And what I want to suggest to you is that we did not create that technology. We tapped into what nature is already doing. It is very, very likely that your electromagnetic field literally has information in it. So this is an aspect of why can you feel someone, gazing at you? Why can you sense someone in the room maybe without even seeing them? there's literal information. There's probably physics behind it. So I want you to start to consider that there's this intangible part of your heart that is very real. The heart creates the largest electromagnetic field of any part of your body, and your heart so happens to have, intelligence. And this is the third aspect I want to talk about. It is part of your consciousness. It is part of your intelligence. The heart has intelligence. So you can think of it this way. If the brain is a lot of the conscious mind, the heart is a lot of the subconscious mind. The heart, very likely, maybe, assimilates all this information in the electromagnetic field, all the information my body's picking up, and the heart assimilates all that information and can give that to my brain. There's literal information. So think of those different aspects of the heart. Now, if the heart is the subconscious mind, which it very literally may be, because beliefs are literally stored in the heart. And if those beliefs are stored in the heart, and the heart is literally communicating things through your field, this is starting to make sense how it comes all together. Like, you're radiating your subconscious beliefs. Maybe this is why the law of attraction may have some things to it, right? Like, you're radiating the sum of your beliefs. You're actually picking up on other people's, what they're radiating. My photon, like, I'm radiating photons of light, and within an instant, my photons of light are, very far away from me. We're all radiating. It's a physical reality. And we all have an electromagnetic field, physical reality. So what I want to suggest to you is that your heart is real. Capital H, heart. The full concept of the heart being the physical, tangible heart, the intangible part of the heart, and the intelligence that your heart assimilates and communicates to you. It's a part of you. It's a part of your consciousness. Now, the masculine heart. The masculine heart then is the male heart, or the male subconscious. When we talk about consciousness, Carl Jung says archetypes are the language of consciousness itself. So when we talk about the heart and we talk about the male heart, we then start to talk about archetypes. And the heart itself is an archetype. And the masculine heart is the male archetypal journey from him to go from his brain down to his heart. From the traditional masculine, I'm told all the things that I should do, into the authentic masculine, whoa, this is all that is really going on inside. And then to the mature masculine, this is what I'm going to cultivate and create. This is the journey of the masculine heart. And it's amazing. We have a lot of people stuck in the traditional masculine, and that's okay. It has its role. Again, it creates great soldiers. It's the archetypal boy space, right? I'm told what I should do, and that's okay. But then the next thing is the authentic masculine. Oh, I'm going to get clear about what like everything that's going on, complete compassion, complete awareness, no suppression, and authentic with it, right? And then I'm going to go into what do I want to create, and that's the mature masculine. This is the journey of the masculine heart. And it's simply a journey through these definitions. This journey is so important. And I'll give a little bit. If the masculine heart is the male heart or the male subconscious, including the male archetypal patterns, then the feminine heart would be the female subconscious and the female archetypal patterns. Complementary, so beautifully complementary. And these are the definitions that I'm using when I talk about the masculine heart. Definitions are just, they're agreements. So this is what I'm talking about. And as I get clear and share with you my agreement, you can understand what I'm actually saying. And you can choose whether to agree to it or not, or, debate with me about, I want to use this definition or that definition. That's all definition is. But this is the definition of the masculine heart. The archetypal process for a male to step down into his heart, his full authenticity, understand his subconscious mind, which in of itself is profound and amazing and beautiful. I hope that's useful to you. And I want to hear your thoughts, hear your feelings about these 4 definitions of masculinity, these 3 aspects of the heart, and how that lands on you. Thank you for watching. I'm grateful to have you here. Please leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and please subscribe for the next video and share this. And I encourage you to start to tap into your heart, believe that it's real, and that will start to change everything. Peace.